to Dan Mullins when he loses possession. Ball cleared out. Thompson again. Off out Gareth O'Donnell. It will be a free into Trim. Not a very long one. Attacking position for Trim. They need scores badly. Ryan Heffernan to take this one. Cleared by Gareth O'Donnell. But nGael is under it again. Tremendous catch by nGael and a tremendous drive. Down towards Brian Flanagan. Corbett is in there. So also is Gareth O'Donnell. Flanagan fails. Hurley edge to it. Breaks inside. Gareth O'Donnell is inside for Trim. Goes out after it. Clears it up the centre. Curtis shot across. O'Reilly has to go. David O'Dell. Ball breaks inside. Daly doesn't come out for it. Daly has it again. Gone over for it for Trim. Enda has been tackled over there. Gone out over the end line. And O'Reilly gets a good shot in. Inside to Corbett. A shot. And that's the winner. If ever I saw one. Ryan Corbett. What's the score? Gareth O'Donnell. Liam O'Reilly in the centre of the field. He's fouled as a referee. Another goal for Corofins. That could be the insurance goal for them to take them into the semi-final tonight. 2 goals and 5. 2 goals. 5 points now separating the teams. Liam O'Reilly. We're in the last few minutes of the game. Robert Hurley. O'Reilly and the ball has gone wide. Hurley's got it in his hand. Corofin 1 goal and 5. Trim 2 goals. Corofins tries with the ball goes to the referee. That will be a free out. A free out to Trim. To the far side of the field. David Daly is out there. Still David Daly. Down the far side of the field. Brian Heffernan. Cleared by Enda McLaughlin. Up the centre. Oliver nGael. Oliver, a good stroke. Down the far side of the field. Comes to Gavin Mullins. Out when it comes into McLaughlin. Brian Heffernan is there. So also is Liam O'Reilly. Patrick White is there. And nGael comes out again. What a tremendous centre back this man is. Free into Trim. Added to by O'Reilly. 2 of the Corofins stars this afternoon. Flanagan is in there, but the ball is cleared out towards the sideline. Curtis goes out for it for Corofin. Brian Flanagan. Ball goes out over the end line. A wide ball. We may get over the 20 minutes gone. Time is now up. And it looks as if Corofin are heading for a semi-final. Referee calls for the ball. It's all over. Corofin are in the semi-final at 7:30 tonight in Clarecastle. Final score here in Rosslevin. Corofin 2 goals and 5. Trim 2 goals. And O'Connell returns to the centre of the field. Everything in readiness for the second half. We don't see any substitutes on either side. Second half is on. A place in tomorrow's final at stake. Gary Hughes for Shannon. Robert Hurley. Cleared out by the Wolf Tones B. They must get an early score to get back into this game. Patrick White. Chasing Damien McGrath. McGrath gets a good stroke in. But Brian Cleary comes out for Corofin. Oliver nGael is there. Patrick White out towards the centre. Damien McGrath. McGrath sends a good shot in. Blocked inside by David O'Dell at the expense of a 65. Early pressure from Shannon B on the resumption. A 65 then to the Wolf Tones B, to be taken by Damien Alford. Lifts and strikes a good shot in towards the full forward line. Broken inside. Breaks to John Cullen, but the ball is cleared out. Not that very far. Damien McGrath. Good shot across the square. Michael McCoy is there. So also is John Fitzgerald. McCoy leaves it for Moore. Moore a shot. But the ball is cleared by Oliver nGael. Norbert Neelan for Corofin. Makes space for himself. Out to Douglas Hurley. Douglas lifts, doesn't catch. Brian Moore is there for the Wolf Tones B. Paul Cuddihy is there. Norbert Neelan pushing the backs as referee, free out to Corofin. Just over 2 minutes gone, second half. Oliver nGael with the free. Left-handed, down towards Robert Hurley. Broken out by Gary Hughes. Added to by Damien Alford. Damien McGrath for the Wolf Tones. Oliver nGael is there for Corofin, bursting his way through the centre again. Still Oliver nGael. Damien McGrath is there as well. Damien Alford. Cleared by Norbert Neelan. To the centre of the field, Liam O'Reilly. To Robert Hurley. Robert is hooked by Damien Alford. Robert's got it again. Liam O'Reilly. Ball cleared out the side of the field. Brian Moore is there for the Wolf Tones. Brian is going on a solo run. Then left-handed sends a good shot in. Towards corner forward John Cullen. Cullen sends another dangerous shot in, but it's blocked inside by David O'Dell. O'Dell, good clearance to the far side of the field, gone out over the sideline. A line ball to the Wolf Tones B. Coming up on 3.5 minutes of the second half. Corofins still 2 goals and 2 points in front. Paul Cuddihy for the Wolf Tones B. A dangerous shot across the square. Brian Moore is there. Brian doesn't drive it that far. He gets a second chance into his hand. 20 metres out, swings, but John Fitzgerald blocks his shot. Good block down by John. And the ball is cleared out to the far side of the field. Comes to Paul Cuddihy. Shot blocked down by Liam O'Reilly. Norbert Neelan to O'Reilly. O'Reilly is going on a solo. Over carried, says referee. Free to Wolf Tones B. About 60 metres out on the far side of the field. Damien Alford to take it. Strikes a good shot in towards Paul Cuddihy. Cuddihy doesn't grab this one. nGael does. Stalemate. Still stalemate in there. Des O'Shea tries to cross the ball. Gets it across the goal, but there's no Wolf Tone B there. John Fitzgerald is there for Corofin. Pulls twice, misses twice. And a shot to the expense of a 65. Very, very dangerous. A shot that should have been cleared twice by the cornerback. John Fitzgerald took a good save inside to the expense of a 65. Just over 5 minutes gone, second half. Substitute on for Wolf Tones B. Number 18, Justin May, going on. And full forward, Des O'Shea going off. The 65 then, Damien Alford. Paul Cuddihy, a shot inside, and it's gone wide. Over 5.5 minutes gone in the second half. Referee again, clearing the end lines. Still waving mentors away. 2 goals and 2 points for Corofin. No score for the Wolf Tones B. David O'Dell then with the puck out. To the far side of the field. Damien McGrath. Patrick White for Corofin. Throw in, says referee. Another sub on for the Wolf Tones B.
Number 12, Aidan McKenna going on. And number 15, John Cullen going off. Another attack inside. David O'Dell is there. Doesn't hold on to it. Breaks inside. A shot across the goals by Brian Moore. And it's gone to the right of the upright and wide. John Cullen gone off, then Aidan McKenna coming on. Shortish enough puck out. Brian Moore is under it for the Wolf Tones B. Douglas Hurley is there for Corofins, so also is Liam O'Reilly. Thomas Kirby is there for Wolf Tones B. But it's O'Reilly. Brian Moore swings, connects the second time, takes it on the stick, goes on the solo run, loses possession. Patrick White is there for Corofin. Thomas Kirby. Brian Moore. Stalemate. Paul Cuddihy. Paul Cuddihy bursting his way through. He's 30 metres out. He loses possession. Sends a good shot in. David O'Dell comes out. Clears it. And John Hassett comes out the wing. And John strikes a good shot up the centre. Broken up by Gary Hughes. Still Gary Hughes. Douglas Hurley. Doesn't drive it that far. Comes to substitute Aidan McKenna. Aidan still tussling with John Fitzgerald. John fouls him. That'll be a free in to the Wolf Tones B. Could this be the opening score then for the Wolf Tones B? Damien Alford. 30 metres out. Difficult enough angle. Sends a dangerous shot across the goals. Pulled on in there. And it's knocked out by the defence for a 65. Just over 9 minutes gone. Second half. We're nearly halfway through. Damien Alford will take it again. Here he comes in. A good shot. Held inside by Cuddihy. Fails to hold on to it. Goes in towards the goalkeeper. A melee inside. He clears the line to the expense. Good stop again by David O'Dell, who's still down injured. But it's a 65 for the Wolf Tones B. Damien Alford. Wolf Tones would want to score fairly soon. All this pressure. Not a very long one this time. Referee not happy. There's still one of the Shannon players down injured. So play is held up. Another substitute coming in for Shannon. We'll tell about it in a moment. We'll follow the play. Oliver nGael is there for Corofin. Clears it towards O'Reilly. Douglas Hurley. Still Douglas Hurley. Liam O'Reilly. Left-handed. Down towards Corbett. Corbett's beaten by Morton. But Daly snaps up a good ball. Had a delightful shot. In towards Patrick Curtis. Patrick fouls, so there will be a free out to the Wolf Tones B. Fails to rise it, then pokes it along the ground. Brian Flanagan gone out for it. Lift but doesn't connect. Kenneth Conneely for the Shannon towards the far side. Fergus McMahon. Also over there is Gary Hughes for Shannon, up towards the centre of the field. Damien McGrath for Shannon. Liam O'Reilly though, going on a solid run. What energy this man has got. His third game today, sending a good shot in. Blocked inside. And half cleared by Kenneth Keneally. But Brian Corbett was fouling the fullback, so there will be a free out taken by Steve Moore, the fullback. Brian Moore is there, beaten by David Daly. Comes to Corbett. Corbett tries to rise, doesn't succeed. Comes to David Daly. Out comes Steve Morton. But David Daly. And the ball is cleared by Jim Rocks. Brian Moore. Liam O'Reilly leaves his left-handed stroke in towards the centre. Blocked inside by Corbett. A dangerous ball across the goals. Flanagan comes out for it. Stalemate in there. Gone out towards the end line, gone over the end line, a wide ball. Coming up on 13.5 minutes of the second half. Still no score since half time. 2 goals and 2 points to no score. Blocked by Brian Moore. Jim Rocks goes back for Shannon. Robert Hurley. But the ball is cleared out by Kenneth Keneally. Keneally to David Lenihan for Shannon. That's the substitute that came on a moment ago. Cuddihy sends a good shot in. But the ball is cleared out by Brian Cleary towards the centre of the field. Brian Moore sends a good shot in. Back goes Cleary again. Cleary hits off the centre back nGael. Ball on the ground. A shot gone to the right and wide. 14.5 minutes nearly gone then of the second half. Corofin 2-2, Wolf Tones no score. Liam O'Reilly gone out after this one. Lifts and connects, goes on a solo. Sends a good shot in towards Brian Flanagan. Flanagan puts up the hand, doesn't catch. Steve Morton is there for Shannon. Still Flanagan. Good shot. Curtis is there. So also is Corbett. Corbett a shot. Corbett a wide. Jim Rocks under this one. David Daly pushing in the backs as referee. Free to the Wolf Tones B. Paul Cuddihy. Inside to David Lenihan. Lenihan a good shot in towards the goals. Blocked inside by Cleary. Fails to rise though. Comes to McKenna. But the ball is cleared out once again. A shot inside, gone to the left, gone wide. We make it 16 minutes gone, second half, 4 minutes remaining. David O'Dell. Damien McGrath for Shannon. Oliver nGael is there. Cuddihy is there. But it's Liam O'Reilly who clears the danger once again to the far side of the field. Fergus McMahon. Gone back for it is Gary Hughes for Shannon. Out towards the far sideline, gone over the sideline. A line ball to Corofin. Three and a half minutes to go then. Liam O'Reilly to take this one. Not a very long one. Goes as far as Norbert Nealon. Norbert sends a high ball in towards the full forward line. Cleared out by Kevin O'Shea for Shannon. Steve Morton. going down the centre. Breaks inside. John Fitzgerald pulls. He pulls a second time. John Hassett for Corofin. Dispossessed. Cleary is there for Corofin. So also is nGael. nGael goes out after that one and sends a good left-handed stroke up the far sideline. Not over it yet. O'Reilly is there for Corofin. Robert Hurley in his hand sends a great shot up towards Brian Flanagan. Broken down by Steve Morton. Fergus McMahon. Brian Flanagan. David Daly goes out for this one. Douglas Hurley doesn't win this one. Comes to Robert Hurley. Great hurling by Hurley. Jim Rocks. Hurley lifts and strikes. Cross field. Ball breaks inside to Flanagan. Flanagan working his way through, sends a low shot in. Blocked down by the fullback Steve Morton. Out towards the centre. Comes to Douglas Hurley. Douglas, left-handed. Inside. Flanagan is in there. But also is Steve Morton. Ball clear towards the centre of the field. Liam O'Reilly. What a valuable player he is to Corofin. So also is Oliver nGael. Ball comes to Paul Cudahy for Shannon. Still Paul Cudahy. He's dispossessed by Liam O'Reilly. Ball down out towards the far sideline. Kenneth Keneally. Keneally tries to lift. Pushes it along the ground. Sends a ground shot. Blocked by Patrick White. Robert Hurley. Robert goes on a solo run. Sends a good shot in. But it's blocked inside by Steve Morton. Flanagan is there. Still Flanagan. Comes to Hurley. Hurley lifts. Catches. Sends a good shot. Blocked inside by the goalkeeper Joe Carley. He lifts and he strikes out towards the far sideline. We're into the last minute of the second of the game. The ball on the far sideline. Douglas Hurley is there. Stalemate. Oliver nGael. Liam O'Reilly. Kenneth Keneally. Kenneth lifts. Kenneth strikes.